Yeah, I believe it should be working. Okay. So, welcome back. So we started playing Banished last Monday. We got through the first 10 years of the game, which in the great scheme of things is nothing. It's just a tiny little start. So we're going to be carrying on, returning to Beardville in this episode. So let's have a little bit of a look around, see what's going on, what we might need to focus on today. I mean, I kind of know that the main thing I want to focus on is getting the quarry up and running a bit better. Definitely getting more miners in for coal, and then also start to put some workers into here. And for that, we just need babies. And to make babies, we need lots more houses. So that's it's going to be the starting point. Yeah, we can see we've got 54 adults, but only 13 kids. And I like to have it as a kind of 2-to-1 ratio. And at the moment, it's almost a 4-to-1 ratio, which ain't good. Got an aging population and not enough kids. So let's get going with some housing first. So I know where all the new workers are going to be. They're going to be around this quarry, and they're going to be around the mine. So I'm just going to focus on popping a couple of houses in here. See that we've already got 2 houses half built there. We will also need some housing up here, so I'll pop another house in next to this forestry area, and in addition to that, I will also, and find it, put some roads up to the mine so that they can travel there just a little bit quicker. In fact, a stockpile would also be a good call, so that the iron that they produce, they can just dump it in the stockpile, and then one of the runners, one of the labourers, will just come and pick it up to bring it into town. Right, unpause. Let's get all that stuff going. Food we're not doing too bad on. We are hoping to put in a lot more families soon, so we will need to grow in the food department, but we're okay for now. Let's see. Firewood, we've got plenty. Logs, not many. Could really do with building yet another forestry area, to be perfectly honest. And I'd kind of earmarked this space across the water as a good spot for it. Yeah, it needs to be done. May as well be now. Where are we? So we want a forester lodge. I'll try and build it up here a little bit. We've got a boat at the trading post. I still don't think that we've got enough supplies in there, and it's apple seeds. As I kind of briefly mentioned last time, I do want orchards at some point, but they're just a bit of a pain, and they're well, it's more the fact that they take a couple of years to produce anything, because obviously the trees have got to grow. So yeah, I'd rather just focus on plantable seeds at the moment. So we've got beans and potatoes on the go. Okay, let's unpause, and yeah, let's start thinking about this forestry area again. So the forestry building's going, but I'm just going to turn the speed down to ×5 just while I'm trying to figure this out. So we could probably do with another gatherer's hut over here. So let's put in, where is it? Gatherer's hut, there we go. So we'll pop that in here. And final thing we need is another hunter's hut, and we'll put that in at the back. So it'll go in just there, and we'll want a couple of houses to go as well. Reserve of logs is low. Okay, let's start doing some manual chopping. They're about to be regrown by this forester's hut anyway, so we may as well just start eating away at those resources a little bit. Do need a couple of houses in here though. In fact, probably 3. Let's do one there, and one. I think it's, yeah, there. Ooh, there. And then let's link it all up with roads. Did I pause it? I did. Okay, so got the road in the middle of all those buildings, and then we just need to build it up here. At some point in the not too distant future, I am going to want to upgrade to stone roads, but as you can see, only 92 stone. Until this is working a bit better, I don't really want to be spending the stone that we do have on something like roads. They are really useful. They just speed up people's walking. Gets them from A to B. So you don't need them everywhere, you just need them on the long stretches. So like here, for example, and up there, that would be a good one to do. Similarly, we'll want that as a kind of main thoroughfare, and also this road that's going across to the other. So everything else, all the smaller ones that connect like houses and small buildings together over here, not too bothered about. How are we doing for tools? We do not have, what do we not have? Logs. So yeah, we've got a bottleneck in the logs, which we are starting to solve. They're going to be very slow to build this place out though, because obviously they've got to come quite a long way to deliver the supplies. Ooh, and I should have put in a stockpile over here. So again, they're not having to race to the other side of the map with the things that they're picking up. So let's pop that in there. Okay, leave those to it. How are we doing for crops? They are already harvesting that one. That one will be harvesting very soon. That's all that one. So we should be having a full harvest this year, which bodes well. We've got 2,300. I can't quite. 2,400 plus all the food from here. Yeah, I think we're pretty safe. We've had a couple of deaths though. So a fisherman died of old age. It's fine, can't do anything about that. And somebody got crushed by a rock in the quarry. So yeah, these the mines and the quarries do unfortunately have more risk associated with them. So yeah, people will die, unfortunately. Okay. Only got 4 laborers and 2 builders. Really, once we've got a few more laborers, we'll start putting them into the mines and getting them going a little bit faster. In fact, I think we kind of need to do at least one now. I want some more miners. So what happened once this other mine built, it split the miners in 2. So half of them went over here. Could do with maybe having a house next to it. And again, we want families, so more houses is how we achieve that. I'm going to put another house here as well. So 52 adults, 20 babies. We're already pretty close to that 2-to-1 ratio I mentioned. And with a lot more houses going in, it will get sorted pretty quickly. Yeah, 20 is, in fact, if anything, I kind of want to go over the 2-to-1 ratio of adults to kids initially. Have a couple of years of absolutely booming population growth, and then we'll kind of just let it lie for a while. You know what? I did only put. Oh no, I put 3 houses there, so that would be fine for now. Yeah, I suppose I can build along here a little bit and just extend that road out. Okay, lots of building projects on the go. Logs is our big issue at the moment. We don't have anywhere near enough. So let's do some manual chopping. Clear out those. Clear out those. We'll do all of those as well. And yeah, let's clear out that little corner too. That should bring in a fair chunk. So again, because we built these new forester lodges, half of, or well, not half, it'll be a third of the foresters that were over in the other places has come over here now that we have 3. Same goes with the gatherer's hut. Ooh, we only had 2, so we actually need to put in a third so that there's at least 1 in each. No, there should be 2 in each now, so that's fine. That will work. But really, as I say, the place I want to be putting those labourers into is the quarry and the 2 mines. We're getting a fair chunk of coal now because essentially we just can't build tools because there's no logs. Until we've kind of solved the log situation. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. I'm going to rotate the crops again. I can't remember when I did it last session, so just to be on the safe side, I'll do it again now. Okay, cool. How are we doing on the 53 labourers to 20 babies? Getting there. Still a lot more houses that are yet to actually be built. So there's 1 frame there, another one there, another one there, 1 up by this mine over here, 1 by the wood gutters. How are we doing with these ones? So yeah, these 3 haven't been built either. Still everybody complaining that there's not enough logs. Yeah, really just need a boom in the population. In the not too distant future, I'll build a town hall, and the town hall provides you with a lot more kind of detail about what's going on throughout the map in terms of your population and what buildings you have and resources and all that kind of good stuff. I'm going to want to build a chapel soon as well, but it takes an inordinate amount of stone. So again, until I've got the quarry working, I don't want to worry about that. Same for the town hall. So yeah, we just need these industries to get going, and to get these industries going, we need logs. So we can see that forester, despite it's only been open for half a year, it's already started planting some trees around. It's going to be a while before this is fully productive, but it is what it is. In fact, let's add in a couple more foresters. So we've got, where is it? 6 out of 12. So yeah, only half the amount that we actually need. So let's add 2 more in. In fact, no, let's add 3 in. And then each forester's hut has got 3 people working it. Ooh, food is a bit scarce. Tell you what, I am going to build another fishing dock, because, well, let's first see how it tends to perform. So 767 fish, that's with 4. It won't be quite half that if we split the fishermen across 2. But yeah, we just need another source of food, and I haven't got enough people or space really, to build another farm for the moment. So, yeah, fishing it is. So you want to make sure that the circles aren't overlapping. Just cover as much space as you possibly can. Probably about there. And we'll want to extend that road out as far as we can. Take it down one and extend it across again. And let's throw in a house for good measure as well. Ah, damn! I made the area just a little bit too small. Should have put the dock one further out. Or in fact, you know what? Let's. Oh, we've got another boat here. Again, corns, onions, chestnuts. Not bothered by actual food. We want seeds or livestock. Livestock's probably a bit of an ask at the moment, though. I don't think we've really got the space, time, or anything for that. Hello, Blah. Good evening to you too. I hope the chat is fine this time. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem that it is. It's supposed to be appearing on my screen over the game. I just don't like playing in window mode, but I do have the stream open up on my phone here. So, yeah, thanks for joining us. It's really good to see you. Fun fact, you are the biggest Banished at the moment. Oh, lovely. That's what I like to hear. I'm curious how many people I'm competing against, because when I have done a bit of research about what games to play here on Twitch, I mean, I'm trying to play the games that I love. Banished is absolutely one of them. I've put hundreds and hundreds of hours into this game over the years. But yeah, I don't know how many people I'm competing against, because it's not overly competitive, it must be said. That stone is just causing a bit of a problem, so people are having to go off the path and walk around it. So let's get that dug up and out of the way ASAP. Got 92 logs, definitely better than where we were sitting a while ago. Food yields are coming along nicely, so I'm fairly confident we'll have a good yield this year. Ooh, 800 food. We better have a good yield this year. Not quite having the baby boom that I was anticipating us having, which is a pity. Up to 20 kids now, but 57 adults, because obviously a lot of kids have become labourers, and another one has just become a labourer as well. We've got a couple, so I tell you what, let's put 2 more in the mines, and we'll put 1 more in the quarry. And then where else do we need filling up? Probably the hunters. We've got 6 out of 9 hunters. Yeah, if we can get that up to 7. And then we've got 1 labourer and 2 builders left. So I'm going to just have to wait for more kids to come of age. But this is all finished now, which is nice. Houses, oh, they've only got 1 person in them each. It's because we haven't got the full amount of people working in these buildings. I think once we do, the houses should fill out. So, oh, we have a 10-year-old living alone. That's not good. And an 11-year-old and a 10-year-old. Weird. It's got children living on their own over there. Okay, so the fishing port, it's probably not of a very high priority because there's other things that need to get built first. Oh no, there's only 3 buildings waiting to be built, so that's not too bad. How are we coming with the food? It's midsummer, nearly done. Ooh, the potatoes are going to be a bit low. Beans, we should... Once it gets to late summer, I'm going to set to auto harvest, or rather I'm going to manually set harvest rather than waiting. But that one can go now. That one, once it gets to about 95, 96, do the same, because food supplies are exceedingly low. Okay, 95, let's get that. And I just want to wait a little bit longer for the potatoes. try and get that yield as close to 100% as possible. Still midsummer, so ooh, yeah, it's actually giving me warnings that the reserve of food is low at this stage. Come on, we need that baby boom. We really need that baby boom. Where am I going to build a farm? Difficult to know. I mean, I suppose we could kind of encroach a little bit on this forestry area and build a farm over here with a couple of houses. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea, actually. Let's... Do we want to build it now? Probably not. Okay. Ooh, yeah, let's harvest those taters. The reason I'm harvesting a little bit early, just in case anybody is unaware, is because if you leave it to start harvesting when it turns to autumn, they sometimes don't manage to harvest everything and you end up losing food, which is obviously a huge issue. So I'm doing it a little bit early because the plants at the far end will still continue to grow whilst we are harvesting the fully grown ones down at the bottom. But yeah, 649, 74. Ooh, yeah, I'm not liking the food situation. I think, regardless of our actual priorities right now, we need to prioritize food production because we are not making enough. So I am indeed going to throw in a 15 by 15 field over here, and we'll chuck in a house or two next to it. And we'll set this at a high priority. So that they'll come and chop this stuff down and then the field will be ready for next season, or next year rather. 1,704 food really doesn't bode well. I don't think we're going to starve, but the winter's going to be pretty rough. Pretty rough. How are we doing on people? Ooh, 23 kids to 60 adults. Getting closer to that 2 to 1. Not close enough for my liking, unfortunately. Let's add another quarry worker in and boost that stone output as quick as we can. Could do with a couple, in fact, yeah, let's add in one more miner as well. So we've got 5 on the iron and 5 on the coal, back to where we were before that other mine was built. That's nice. 22 kids, 61 adults. It's getting there, it's getting there. Sounds illegal, says, but what sounds illegal? Sorry, I missed which comment you were commenting on there, Blah. Right. Let's do taters on this one, but we'll turn the work off for now. We are going to need workers, 3 more workers to go and do this field, because I don't want to be splitting people off from these fields here. If you do that, then the work doesn't get done quickly and you end up with a lower yield. So you always want your farms full, chock full of people. Okay, 2,500 food, it's not bad. I don't think we're going to starve this winter, but it definitely could be better. How are we doing on the old tools? Good for jackets, steel tools 86, and steel tools 7 there, and 12 iron tools in there as well. I'm going to get all of the iron tools out of circulation because we'll just end up selling them. So just put this up to higher than the amount that we've got, and it'll just take all the iron tools out of circulation. Do want to start putting some steel tools in here as well, but 117, it's well, we can start putting some in. Let's put 40 in. because the tools are still being built now that the log situation has kind of got a little bit better. Firewood might be an issue soon as well, so we'll need to keep an eye on that. Let's see, is there any other kind of trees that we can do manual chopping on? Let's do this side, and let's take out a chunk here as well. Okay, cool. Yeah, because of the increase in the number of houses, that's obviously meant that the amount of firewood being consumed is far greater. But 405, I think we're probably just about keeping up pace with what we need. We'll want to start thinking about putting in a third woodcutter's hut very soon. In fact, we may even do that just here. But need to focus on other things first. Let's do just another sliver of trees off this side as well. That coal is definitely getting used up now that we've got a steady supply of logs. So the coal's being used here in the blacksmith to make steel tools. Okay, we're having a bit of a baby boom. In kind of a quarter of a year, we've had 4 kids born. That's what I've been waiting for. Still would like a lot more, but I'll take what I can get. Yes, it does look rather chilly, and the firewood is becoming a problem. So you know what? I am actually going to build that woodcutter's hut because I think we need it. Don't think we're going to have enough to see us through the next winter if I don't do something about it now. And the last thing I need is people starving. So let's pop that. Actually, no, not there. Yeah, I'll put it on this side. Oh, oh no, it's still late winter. That's fine. We don't quite have the labourers I was hoping for, so I'm actually going to pinch 1 labourer from the herbalist so that we've got 3 people come and work this field over here. Is that right? 11 out of 11, yeah. Cool. So that will get populated, and as soon as it rolls to early spring, they'll start working this farm as well. Excellent. 2 people are without jobs. Why are 2 people without jobs? That shouldn't be the case. It's down to 1 now. And yeah, problem gone away. I think it's because I was changing things around, taking people out of certain jobs and putting others into rotation. Couple of labourers just became available. Not much to build right now, so I'm gonna again increase the number of miners that we've got so that the steel and the coal, yeah, we're running out of those things. So you know what, for the time being, let's turn off the blacksmith and we'll put the blacksmith back into circulation so you can be doing some other things while that's closed and we build up a bit of a store. Got 65 tools at the moment, but we also have some here if we are getting like really desperate. Only 4 leather, but we've got 71 coats, so I'm fine with that. Okay, what do we want to start thinking about? Well, yeah, again, it's the same thing. We just need people. Just need people. So, tell you what, while there's not much to do, I'm going to whack it on full speed, and we'll try and go through a couple of years quite quickly. So that is being planted, beans coming along nicely, potatoes, yeah, sort of. This field is a little bit further behind. Okay, we've got more people to put into mines, so let's do 2 in the mines, 1 more in the quarry. Ooh, just missed the button. Cool. Once this is built, I'll get one of those labourers to come and start working as a woodcutter. Do you know what we could even do with having a couple more houses down here? So I am gonna quickly throw in a little road here. How far can it go? Okay. And we'll pop you in there. That's not exactly what I wanted. Yeah, let's just do it that way. And then we'll put another one there eventually as well. Okay, 5 labourers. So again, I think we will boost the number of miners. Oh, we did just have a death from old age, so not much we can do about that. Firewood is going up a little bit, but it will go up even more once that is built. Quarry. We've got 8 in there, but I don't think we can really spare any more at the moment. Herbs, we're absolutely down to 0, so we really need to put that herbalist back in there at some point. We have a boat. Let's see what delights it has brought us. Yogurt. I forgot about that mod. I've not put many mods on the game. It's just more kind of extra resources. But yeah, seemingly we can make yogurt. I don't know that I've ever actually used that mod before. It doesn't ring a bell. So obviously once we have cows and they're producing milk, we can get that crafted into some yogurt. Early autumn, oh dear, I missed the time of year that it was. Oh dear, I hope these all get done in good time. Do you know what we could do with here is a storage barn, because the farmers, like this farm for example, they're having to take all of the goods over to the market, or this one's probably taking it to the storage barn. But if we've just got one here, then everything can kind of collect centrally, and then the people working in the market will distribute it around to where it's needed. So yeah, let's get that storage barn in there as well, because that should speed things up a lot. Oh dear, this food situation is not good. This doesn't get harvested quickly, we might lose out on a lot of food, and we're down to night 22. Oh lord. This is a bit dodgy. Yes, I know the store of food is low. Let's add in another fisherman. But let's add in 2 fishermen. So they're working 3 out of 4 in each place now. Gatherers. We've got 4 out of 8. We could do with another gatherer then. And that needs to get working ASAP. So let's put the 1 labourer that we have into the woodcutter. Oh, the reserve food just... Oh no, yeah, you can see that the food is just starting to disappear. And this is the thing that I've been worrying about. A lot of that was just lost, like almost 2/3 of it. Oh dear, I think we're gonna have a bit of starvation this winter. Not good. Not good at all. Let's do some crop rotation. So change that, that, and that, and that. Oh, I pinned that by accident. Oh, 440 food at early winter is really not good. 0 food. Oh dear. So 71 adults, 30 kids. Really need to do something about the food situation. Think we might have to put in another farm. Really don't have the space or the workforce for it, but I don't see another option. See how large a field we can do. 20 by 7. Is it ideal? No. It's not the full 15 by 15 that we're used to. Up to 88 food, but yeah, we're going to start seeing starving people signs very, very quickly. I kind of wanted this space for like the chapel and the town hall, but I don't. It's too valuable a plot of real estate. Still not great though. Like 11 by 13 is weak. No, need to find a better place for a new farm. Do you know, I think we might have to start building a little town over here soon. And it'll just be like a farming community and we'll just put in tons of farms. Yeah, I think that might be the way. Okay, 15 by 15. And for those of you who are wondering why am I only doing 15 by 15, so I put a mod in that has two effects. The effect that I actually want is so that I can, so for example, this is kind of slightly rough terrain. Now in the base game, you wouldn't be able to build a farm there, but because of this mod, I now can. But the effect that I didn't want is that you could do 20 by 20 farms. And I don't know, I don't know how many people it will take to man them, and it feels a little bit cheaty. I'm used to the standard, which is only 15 by 15. In fact, you know what? We are in a dire situation. Let's try our first 20 by 20 field. Okay, 3 more farms going in. We don't have the people to man them right now, but I would rather have those farms working than, say, the gatherers' huts. So we might just reduce the number of people working in some industries. Like, yeah, we can probably get away with increasing the number of stone cutters for now. We've got a reasonable supply at 176. I don't want to change the mines because we'll need... Oh, wow, we're almost out of tools. Let's release those 40 steel tools back into the community because we don't have the resources to kind of get going with steel tools just yet. I'd like those supplies to build up a little bit more. But you know what? It makes no sense to wait. If I have some supplies and we do need to start building more, so we're down to 5. Now, the good thing about the steel tools, as well as them selling for a lot more in the trading hub, they also last a lot longer when your townsfolk are using them. So, yeah, they're very, very useful. That game looks like it crashes my GPU. No, it's actually surprisingly kind of very low stakes in terms of the amount of computing power that's needed to run it. I mean, this game came out in 2013 and it was developed by a single person. So it's really not it's not power hungry or overly intensive. To be honest, I think a toaster could probably run this game. In all honesty. Okay, we are mid-spring, and the beans look as though they're going to be done. I want to try and micromanage it a little bit better this time. Oh, the potatoes are actually going quite well there. Not so much here, but they'll get there. 74 adults, 32 kids. It's late spring now. I don't really want to waste the time. Oh, in fact, do you know what? No. Let's get another patch of beans going here. The others I will just leave empty. But yeah, we really need food to start coming in. So we're only at 20. We'll also need another of those storage barns for the same reason that I was saying earlier, so that they don't have to trek all the way over here to deposit food. They'll just drop it in here, and then townsfolk will come and collect food from it as needed. What would be useful though is a road, because nobody can really reach it right now, and we also need some houses over here too. Okay. Yeah, that we're just gonna, in fact, well, it's already turned off. We don't need to do anything extra. We do need to put in a house or two over here though. So let's just do one there and do the other one a little bit closer to the middle. Okay, cool. Firewood 570, okay. It seems that that extra one did the trick. Yes, I know the reserve of food is low. You don't need to keep reminding me. Let's add some labourers in as gatherers. Hunters, we've got 7 out of 9. We could do with filling that out as well. We've reached our limit for stone, so let's just increase our limit for stone. Double. Oh, wrong button. And oh, I suppose, yeah, the stone does get stored in here, does it not? Well, coal and iron does, so yeah, stone will go in there too. I was thinking we might need to build a stockpile close to where it is, but it will get dropped in here anyway, so I'm not going to worry about that. Where is it dropping it currently? It's a little bit there. Clear where it's actually storing the stone. Some in there. 76, yeah, so a big chunk of it's in this. Anyway, early summer, and that is almost done, so not worried about beans this year. Beans will be plentiful. Taters, less so. Yeah, we have starving people. Yeah, when you see those knife and fork symbols, it tells you that you're in trouble. The more you see, the more likely it is you are going to be killing off a couple of people. Right, let's harvest that. Let's harvest that. Don't want to be doing those yet. This is really not going to produce very much, but then it did start planting in like late spring, I think it was, so not such a shock. Someone just died of starvation. Another person just died of starvation. Oh, please don't kill off too many people. Food is coming. Right, I'm going to start harvesting those and start harvesting that. And same over here. Oh, beat me to it. It got to early autumn. Why is nobody working this? Should be 3 out of 3. Oh god. You're gonna hear the boom 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 boom. Everybody's just dying of starvation. Oh, a kid died of starvation. No. Come on, harvest this food. Oh, we are just losing massive chunks of population. Oh, God. Yeah, I might have gone overboard with the houses. Yes, we needed more people, but yeah, we're now bust again. Oh, would you please harvest this quickly before it all disappears? It's late autumn. As soon as it gets to winter, that 81% yield on this field is just going to disappear. We really can't afford that. Okay. Now it's starting to disappear. How much of that field are we losing? Yep, good 3/4. All because that storage barn wasn't there, so they were having to walk miles and miles and miles to drop it off. Oh, not good. Really not good. I'm gonna have another rough winter. Hey, we're actually pretty much at our 2-to-1 ratio of adults to kids now. Okay, once it gets to a little bit further into late winter, I'm going to pause it and I'm going to do some rejigging of our professions because I want to get all 3 of these fields going. That's going to require 4, and that's going to require another 3. So we need to free up 7 people somewhere. Can't really be the forester because we're already low on wood. Okay, let's take out a stone cutter. Let's take out 2 or 3 miners. 5. We need to leave at least 1 more labourer there. So let's do 1 less fisherman, 1 less gatherer. We just need to free up 1 more. Kind of has to be the forester, doesn't it? Okay. Let's unpause, and as soon as it hits early winter, in fact, let's just do it now so that people can actually start making their way over to the field. Let's do beans on this giant one. Beans seem to be more productive than the taters. The taters seem to be taking a long time to do that. How far does that game go? Very good question. I put it on the largest map, and all of this I can build on. So I've just reached the bottom, and that's the corner. So I'm just going to go diagonally to the other corner, and you'll see it's absolutely enormous. That's probably like slap bang in the middle. And then, okay. So we've got a lot of room to build with. I don't know how far we're going to get, because if we keep on having starvation ruin us, then yeah, this game could be over sooner than I thought or would have liked. But this looks good. We've got... Oh, did I... Oh, I didn't put the farmers in, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All the farms should now have a full complement of farmers, which is good. Yeah, just to explain why I'm going crazy with the farms rather than other kind of food-related industries. If we look here, 1,140 beans last season, and that got fully harvested. Let's compare that to, say, the gatherer's hut, where... Actually, do you know what? It's fairly comparable, the gatherer's hut, and it's not even a full complement of workers there. Not bad, actually. Okay, the gatherer's hut's pretty good, but the hunting cabin, 490 venison. It's not a lot. So yeah, I'm mainly focusing on farms. They take up a lot of space, and they require a lot of workers, but they kind of are worth it. only early summer, and that's almost at full yield already. That's a larger field, so it is taking a bit longer, so not going to worry about that. That's potatoes, so yeah, it is going to take longer to fill. Those are more or less good to go. And leave it just a... In fact, that one can start to harvest, because, again, reserve of food is exceedingly low. Let's do the same with you. It's still midsummer, so we can afford to wait a little bit longer on the taters. Let's harvest that. That's coming along very nicely. That's at 73. I definitely am going to harvest early. I just want to leave it as long as possible. As soon as it hits late summer, I'm just going to start okay, there we go. Late summer. Let's harvest everything. Don't want to be losing anything to cold like we did last year. Plus, we've already got more starvation symbols coming up. Oh, yep, more deaths. Some of old age, but some of starvation. More starvation. No. I mean, I would have thought adding in all of those fields would have really put a dent in the food situation, but it just seems to be keeping up with the amount of food that people are kind of requesting or gathering from the storage huts. I mean, we're almost up to 1,000 food. I think the starvation phase is kind of done with now. Food is still going to be a problem for a while. It's definitely going to be a problem. But, yeah, it's just a problem that we're going to have to put up with. We are lacking in logs, so let's do some manual chopping. Let's take a little bit off this edge as well. And why not those? Food, oh no, it's still just back down to like 300, 500, 600, 7. It's late autumn, so I think this is mostly going to get lost. They managed to harvest a bit more of it than they did last year. Oh no, sorry, that was that field, wasn't it? Yes, this is the first year that this field's been in operation. Yep, there it goes. Come on, take a bit more. Okay, it's up to 1,000. You know, I think this field might actually require 5 workers for the size of it, so I'm going to increase that by 1 and increase the number of farmers in total. Right, we've got 6 labourers. Now, where have we lost people? So let's put in another gatherer, let's put in another fisherman, let's do another forester. We need to restock that herbalist position that's been going begging for a couple of years at this stage. Let's do 2 hunters. So that's full. Add in a 7th fisherman. And we've only got 2 labourers, so I'm going to leave it like that for now. And then we can start filling in the mines and the stone cutters again. Good night, Bois. Thanks for joining us. Much appreciated. So yeah, food down to 80. It's still a huge problem. Need to get the food situation under control. Until I do, I'm just going to keep on hitting a brick wall.